guys, I'm Lori Vitale. Today I want to share with you a really quick and easy soup that I like to call like my quick chicken and lime and rice soup. It's so good, it comes together so quickly, and it always hits the spot when you're looking for something warm yet super flavorful but light. This is awesome. Think of it as like a quicker, easier, lighter version of a chicken tortilla soup. That's how I like to think of it anyway. These are the list of ingredients. I've got 1 chicken breast because I'm making a small batch today. I've got chopped onion, garlic, and celery. These are diced tomatoes. These are diced tomatoes with oregano, so it works really well. I've got chicken stock here. In here I've got dried oregano, paprika, and a little bit of cumin. You'll need some salt and pepper and a little bit of light olive oil, and then I'll show you in a bit how I like to top it. But let's get started. It literally takes no time at all. Like I said, I'm making a small batch today, but you can make a big batch of it. I like to cook the rice separately, that way it doesn't get really thick, because I like the thin consistency of the soup, and I also like that if I store it in the fridge without the rice, it doesn't sort of thicken and I have to keep adding water to it. I like to store the two separate, but that's how I like it. If you want to add the rice right in there, by all means go ahead and do that. You're just going to have to probably add a little bit more liquid. A little bit of olive oil in there. I'm not even going to wait for that to come to a temperature because I'm just going to add my onion, garlic, and celery. And what that does, when you add veggies to cold oil, it infuses the oil even more. So, something like that. Small pinch of salt, grind or 2 of black pepper, and I'm just going to saute these for a few minutes just to soften them up and get them going a little quicker. Perfect. Now this is how easy everything else is. You just put everything in. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm not doing this in any particular way. You're probably wondering, well, why didn't you sear the chicken breast? I want the chicken to be very delicate. I want it to fall apart really easy, and therefore I like being able to just poach it by itself without having to add anything else to it. So that's what I'm going to do without having to sear it, I should say. Add my stock, my spices, add everything in along with my chicken. 1 big chicken breast. Come on, get off my fork. There you go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this come to a boil, reduce the heat down to medium-low, and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm going to take the chicken breast out so I can shred it, and then I will show you the next step. This is still simmering. After 20 minutes, I took my chicken breast out, I let it cool for a bit, and I shredded it. Now I'm going to pop it back in because I want that to simmer for about 5 more minutes just to kind of mix everything together and for the chicken to heat all the way through again. And now what I have here to serve it is some rice. I love white rice for this, but you can use brown rice, any rice you like. And then you must have some cilantro and lime, and I also like adding some avocado for that lovely layer of creaminess. So I'm just going to wait for that to come up to a simmer and simmer for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to put the whole thing together and give it a go. This baby is completely done. Make sure you check it for seasoning because like I always say, when you're using stock, it can be quite salty, so you don't want to add some before trying because it might already be salty enough, like mine is in this case. Okay, I'm just going to plate up because it's really simple at this point, obviously. I don't want to tell you that you absolutely have to have these toppings, but I will say that it does make a world of a difference. There's just something about the creaminess of the avocado, that tanginess of the lime, and that sort of perfuminess of the cilantro that just makes this perfect. So let's see. Let's go with just a few pieces of avocado. It smells insanely good, I have to say. A few pieces of avocado. I do love cilantro, and I know it's not a lot of people love it. It's very much a love or hate thing, but I cannot contemplate anything Tex-Mex with a Tex-Mex vibe without cilantro all the way running through it. And then, get off my finger. This is what really makes everything sing and come alive. A good squeeze of lime. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and try this, like the broth portion with the rice. That is phenomenal. And now I have to have like chicken, cilantro, avocado, everything. I can smell the oregano and the cumin. Total perfection. And it couldn't be easier to put together. It took what, 25, 30 minutes for the entire thing to cook? But really, we did 2 minutes worth of work. Definitely worth it. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the right recipe. I hope that you give this one a try. It hits all the right notes. It's light, it's yummy, it's good for you, it's phenomenal. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.